How we doing, people? So today we've got this, it's Skoda. We are dealing with a P0103 fault code, mass or volume air, full sensor A circuit high. This has been passed on by one of our trade customers. They've basically ran through the tests that they can do and just kind of passed it on to us to deal with it. So let's look at the air mass actual value. So the car's running alright, the car's running absolutely fine. You can see there the air mass is stuck at 193, which obviously is a default value. So we'll keep note of that figure before the repair. So let's run through this together. So here's where we are. So we've got a multimeter connected over there to battery negative. So I'll just run you through the wires here. We've got a blue and red, which is the MAF airflow sensor signal back. We've got the yellow with grey tracer, which is a 5V reference. We've also got the yellow at the end there, which is the intake air temperature, and we've got our brown and red, which is a ground. So my plan is, I'm just going to check the 5V reference is present. You can see there, we're checking it being plugged in, so the 5V reference isn't dropping. So we've got a good 5V reference. We've already checked the ground's good. We'll go into the intake air temperature. You can see that's getting 4 volts. We'll go into our MAF sensor signal back to the ECU. We'll go back into there. You can see we've got nothing, obviously because the car's switched off. But one way that I've found the actual fault is if I go into the intake air temperature sensor, if we unplug that, then it should go back to a bias voltage. So disconnect that. You can see there that returns to 5 volts. So it should be the same case for the MAF sensor. You can see there it's climbing, but you can see we've got a wee bit of discrepancies there. So what I'm going to do is just give the wiring loom a little wiggle. See if I can get this to act up. Yep, so there we go. So we're back down to 0. And what I will do, I'll leave the phone there and I'll just show you where I'm touching. So I'm touching just in behind these solenoids here. So if I give that a wiggle, you can see there it returns back. Move it again, goes away. So we've got an open circuit somewhere down there. So that's just a way to simply check it. You know, you can put a new MAF sensor on all you like, but that's not going to fix the fault. Wouldn't imagine a MAF sensor would be cheap on these, but luckily enough, the garage hasn't chucked one on it, which is good. So let's locate this open circuit and we'll get it fixed for the customer. Almost getting carried away there and forgetting to update you on this. So the wire itself was actually broke in here. I don't know why it was broke, but you can see there's the 2 bits of wire there that had a slight bit of corrosion on it. So that's where the fault lies. So we'll get that repaired with a heat shrink, tape it up, build it all back up, and then should be good to go after that. So you can see I've buttoned all it back up, so everything's all back the way it should be. Just to give you a rundown, I mean the wire doesn't look terribly corroded. I don't know what's going on here. Try and get, I don't know if it's just poor copper or whatever. If you look in there, it's a bit of a weird one. Maybe it was just a bit of fatigue in that wiring loom, I don't know. But we'll turn the ignition on, put all my stuff away, so hopefully we're good to go. Oh, we'll look at the, I'm going to read DTC, see what's there. So both of them have went to passive, so we're expecting that. We'll go back, we're going to read data stream. We'll go into intake air temperature, air mass meter 1, air mass actual value. So you can see we're reading 0 now. So we're out of that default value so far. So if don't know if that sounded a bit funny there. You can see there we're reading where we should be, 11 grams a second, so intake air temperature is good as well. The engine looks a bit shaky. Don't know if that's just me thinking that. Not sure, but we'll just keep an eye on the air mass actual value for the next 15 minutes. Just make sure no other faults pop up. But if you've got one of these faults on this particular car, the 66 plate, 1.6 diesel, CUSA engine, well, have a look at that. If you're missing the signal back to the ECM, obviously we're going to have the air mass reading the default value. So just make sure you've got that bias voltage. So thanks for watching, see you next time.